excited for fall foliage.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I like how people come from all over the world really to check out our foliage. So
I know.
It's the
I'm not
best
going to be negative about it here at all.
Don't be
Pamela.
negative. Let's
So give us more info.
look forward.
Yes, yes. So we are tracking the color all across New England here. And so updating you as of today, there are changes in Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, the higher elevations starting to see those specks of color. And it's quite noticeable now across the Berkshires as of this week, central Massachusetts and lower elevations in northern New England. The peak of the season late to mid to late October for Boston, a little bit earlier than typical. And as we check out the foliage report map-wise, this is visually where everything is. We have moderate color just outside of 495, so that's incredible here. It is an earlier start to some of the color in the sky. And good news is, before the leaves have changed, we do have some rain moving in onshore, so that's going to help the situation farther south and east. We have some showers finally after all the dry weather. It's so dry in here too for some reason, but we have the rain falling across the South Shore, the Cape, the islands, and that's where the heaviest showers will continue as we go through the next several days. So unfortunately, we have a lot of rain for those weekend plans. Fortunately for the lawns, they may green up a bit after all of these showers and downpours. Where we've had the most rain, the Cape and Islands, 1 to 2 inches fell in the last 24 hours, and another perhaps inch of rain can be expected south and east as we get this persistent northeast easterly flow into the overnight forecast. And for tomorrow, it's going to be a raw and uncomfortable day with windswept rain, especially at the coast for Saturday afternoon. If you have plans outdoors, make sure you have a backup indoors just in case. The showers don't really quite get as far as southern Vermont or New Hampshire, so we're going to keep most of the weekend pretty dry out there. And then some of that drier air works its way back towards Boston for late in the day on Sunday. Wind gust potential, it's still pretty ramped up, 20 to 40 miles per hour as we go towards the outer Cape and Islands and at the shoreline too. This means that through Saturday at least, we have churned up wave heights, and the current buoys reporting 5 to 6 footers offshore, 10-foot waves way off the coast of Nantucket. So it is going to be a dangerous weekend for boaters with the rough surf. Small craft advisories issued. Rip current risk, too, for swimmers. Not a great couple of days here with swimming conditions. It's very rough surf. Good for surfers, I know. But minor coastal flooding, also something we have to watch for. Typical low-lying spots will see some of that saltwater inundation. So don't park your cars in the typical spots that flood. The next 3 high tide cycles. Next one is going to be about 1 p.m. this afternoon. Astronomically high 5 to 9 foot waves, and that's the recipe to see some of that flooding. Here's our 10-day forecast as we check it out. Temperatures stay consistently in the 60s. Cooler just on time with autumn beginning at 8:43 Sunday.